Yep, okay. Um, why am I not getting sound? Okay, now I'm getting sound. Alright, any event stuff going on that I need to be aware of? No? Okay. So, we need to go to, we need to go burn through 5 of our... Shadow mission passes, then we have to go dungeon runs. Alright. Oh wow, it's so weird to not have the, like, 60, Oh, defeat the Shadow Wizard VIP. Oh, that's VIP. Yep, okay. I don't have VIP, so I just have to suck it up. So I have less than 4 hours to get all of these passes burned. Unfortunately, these tech passes are gonna go to waste. Unfortunately. But that is just me being negligent. So I have to put up with the consequences from doing so. And I really do need to get a new mouse, but I'm kind of short on money for a while. I spent most of my morning clearing off a virus off my PC, which wasn't active, but it was like just apparently seemingly getting ready to run. So, yeah, not a fan of that. Also, a full, like, virus scan of my, like, 8-year-old computer takes, like, 3 hours. Minimum. So, there is that. So we do this, get out of our way. Yeah, this is just casting Fireball Simulator. Oh, that reminds me. We need to have the detailed list up. Because I turned that off for one reason or another. And now I can't see anything because my dog is on top of the thing I need to hit. Oh, I'm doing so little damage because I don't have the vase up. That explains a lot, actually. And I don't have Seething Mana on. Oh, okay. Leprechaun time. Alright, just basic erg material. To be expected. Like, honestly, I only expect the erg material from these missions. Spirit Gems, Forgotten Mage's Gem. Which that does remind me, I do need to, start working on her private story. Like, getting a level 100 on the spirit site is kind of necessary, given that's my only option for grinding levels when, the, shadow missions expire. No, not shadow missions, I mean, whenever like a new Arcana comes out. Oh, that does remind me. Techniques. Go ahead and continue dumping AP into that. Like, a firm reminder, you don't get any EXP from the Grumbles. Like, the funny thing is I was supposed to, like, stream this morning, but I ended up not being able to stream this morning due to, like, first thing when I logged in, Windows Defender was like, oh, hey, we've detected some sort of activity on your PC. Please run a full scan. And I'm like, never done that before. Should probably do that. Well, it turns out MSI's, like, app manager had shadow updated at some point and become a Trojan. And it was taking up about 20 to 30% of my processing power and about 80% of my RAM. It was bad. And, like, the activity logs on my PC only showed it being active for, like, less than a day. So, still not sure, like, entirely what that was. Yes, go ahead and pick up all that gold, please. We need the gold. We are forever in a financial hole. Level 69. Nice. Alright, we got 3 more of these to go. Mm. Alright, gotta re-up the soul link. Make sure everything is collected. I went past it, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, through the camp over here, and into here. Like, I believe we got, like, one more Shadow Mission run here after this. Oh yeah, I put all my cocoons in storage. Silly me. Golden Gleam Giant Leprechaun. Advanced erg material. Fair enough. Yeah, we have 2 more Shadow Mission runs after this. And then we start doing dungeons. I think we'll do Rundle instead of Albie, because I do Albie. I've done Albie so many times and have had no luck with it. Like, I hate that these passes are expiring on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday, but then again, I got these, like, last Wednesday. And that was, like, the day before Master Plan ended. Alright. We will rush on over to the left and loop around. That's how I prefer to do things. I just prefer to, like, loop around. Now, sometimes we get this cleared out quicker than I expect. Okay. Like, it's a shame I don't have any more, like, daily shadow crystals from, Master Plan. Like, as soon as Master Plan's gone, I'm just like, ah, I miss Master Plan so much. Like, I missed the fast leveling. I missed the AP bonus. Like, you really end up missing it. Level 80. That does remind me, when is, Tester Metal, like, due? Okay, we're gonna have to clear a Magmel mission. And I have until October 16th to do it, so I got time. Okay, why am I, why can I not get off my, okay, I cannot seem to, get off my, pet there. Did I somehow mess up my keyboard there? Hold up. Oh, I was pressing T instead of R. Typical me being dumb. Every once in a while, I lose like 90% of my brain power. Yep, just normal leprechaun. Yeah, just basic erg materials so far. Alright, yeah, hold up a moment. I need to check my phone here. Like, I check my phone at 3 o'clock and then 3:45 for, like, sub positions. I managed to find a sub position on Friday. Because I really do need to go back to work because I've gone, like, a month without working for a number of reasons. And found that, oh, hey, I am having to pretty much fight God to get these sub positions. Like, I am essentially in a competition with, like, 200 other people for these positions. And if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. Alright, okay. We can, remove the, event clock there. Event clock? Let me move you. You are clogging up my space. There we go. Yeah, for this first one, it's just small enough to where I can get away with just... Yeah, had to, stop myself there because I went into a coughing fit from how dry it is. Now, I've made 1,000,000 gold this stream, so I've at least reached my minimum goal. make sure to pick up all the gold. Yeah, I'm about to run out of space in my inventory for all this gold. Alright, all seals to the square have been released. Yeah, it was just all basic Urga and lock material, unfortunately. And cheap leather. Big sad. Alright, let's unsummon my pets for a bit. And unsummon you. Alright. We're gonna need to go to, the bank. Now, let's see here. Where is the, nearest gate? Oh, nearby at the, house. Yeah, we're back to using the actual gates instead of the map to save money. We're now back to the era of actually saving money. Okay. Into the bank. Austin. Alright. Deposit about most of my gold. And then let's head on over to, let's see here. What is the next dungeon? What dungeon would I prefer to do? Let's see here. Sire Dungeon. Hard mode Rundle. Yeah, this is where everybody's hanging out. So I am going to take a brief moment here to like collect myself, restock up on mana, and set everything up. Because I have not touched this version of the dungeon, but I have 5 of these passes we need to burn. Hard mode, Rundle, Advanced, Former Dungeon. So there's 2 floors of this dungeon. And we can take most of our time doing this. While I'm at it, let me go ahead and double the doll bag count there. Plenty of gold to be gotten from that one. And let's see here. Anything in the hall? No, but there is a bunch of potions we can collect. Always go down the hallways. You never know what goodies you can find in the chests. The true advantage of Thunderblight is just being able to blatantly ignore the chests that are a problem. Best upside of being a Dark Diviner. Oh, wait. That does remind me. Nope. Yeah, so far in this event, I've only had 3 dappers. I have not been farming like I should, because, getting COVID actually just, like, completely wrecked me. Like, don't get COVID, folks. It's nasty. Like, even with the vaccine, it still hits you like a fucking truck. Like, it hit me like a semi, really. Alright, there's 2 ways we can go, and one most likely has a treasure chest. So come on, super fast pupper. Do your thing, buddy. It's going alright, Cher. I am on my first of, like, the 5 dungeon passes I need to go through. I have just not had a lot of time to grind over the, past couple of weeks. COVID mainly took the energy out of, like, my sails. Well, the wind out of my sails. And before I hit up this chest, oh, okay. Well, that's awkward. Say no to fish. Say no to fish. But, the last time I got dappers was when I was, doing tech runs. Like, I honestly think the, like, dungeon runs are somehow significantly worse. But I don't have proof. I do not have proof, and unless I have, like, actual proof, I can't say whether or not dungeons are actually worse. But it certainly feels like it. Alright, this will get me through to the 2nd floor. And getting through to the 2nd floor will save me... Well, actually, that won't save me any time at all. Like, I have to come down here anyways. But I am legitimately interested in the, like, tech event tomorrow. Like, the stronger tech enemies sounds interesting. Because if you're not, like, if you don't really need to farm the, like, Leprechaun event, then, like, that event may actually be more up people's alley. Because there's a couple of enchantments and items from that sound really, really appealing. Level 92, nice. Yeah, that's the thing, is we won't know until we get there, Cher. Like, that is the thing, is they say strong, and I'm just like, does that mean they're horrendously buffing everything to where it's just, like, absolutely miserable? Or is it just gonna be, like, one of those, we sorta made them stronger, but we just doubled their HP or something? Like, we'll see what happens. Because, so far with Mabby events, it's just like, you'll find out what really is going on, like, when the event actually starts to play out. Because we thought the drop rates for the leprechauns would... Oh, Crom 30 strong? I hope not. I hate Crom. Like, there's a reason I'm not running Croms. Like, I distinctly refuse to run Croms without other people, and even then it's just like... People will have to drag me into that. At some point. Like, I should be doing Croms. But I think, like, the last time I did Croms was, like... when I tried it a while ago. And I just didn't feel it was for me. Alright, now we're at a point where I'm actually gonna have to start dealing with these guys, because these guys have a bunch of built-in magic resist. Yeah, these guys having built-in magic resist is a pain. I probably will. If I'm, like, good enough to consistently run it. Like, if they shorten it and it becomes a lot easier, then yeah. But even then, I'd be more inclined to at least try running it with other people. Well, they're still probably going to make us run it with other people. I just picked up a bunch of gold there. Okay. Alright, go the other way, because there's probably a batch of enemies over here I'm going to need to beat up. Oh, hey, a 5th Dorsha crystal. But I do feel that some dungeons in this game do tend to run for a while. Like the jungle dungeons tend to run quite a while, but they're not difficult. Yeah, I could have skipped this, but I'm just like, I should probably kill him. I'd also like for, Mabby to add an option to, like, change, my cursor. Because, one thing I picked up from, like, Path of Exile 2, is I would like for my cursor to generally be bigger than what it is. Like, I know that's kind of like a silly thing that I picked up recently, but being able to see, like, a big, massive cursor would make things a lot easier for me. Because lately I found I've had trouble, like, keeping track of, like, the movement of my, like, mouse cursor. Like, adding that as, like, a quality of life would make my life a lot better. Yeah, these ogres are kind of a problem. Like, I do not like the fact that these guys have a bunch of built-in magic resist. Oh well. Yeah, changing the color would make things a lot better as well. Level 99. Alright, let's, Oh, I can't do that because he's too far away. There we go. Alright, it is a silver shine. Oh well, I will just take the Erg Unlock material and go. Like, I'm up to a bunch of Erg Unlock material, and I don't know when I'm gonna get around to using it. Alright, Spirit Gem, Smoldering Thread, Broken Ring Same, Enchant Scroll Dramatic, Magic Powder. Alright. On to the next run, because I got, like... four more of these to go. And each of these runs take, like... around 20 minutes. Yeah, just wait for the next Erg event, probably. Yeah, that's probably the wise choice to make. Like, they're bound to drop an Erg event at some point. Probably, like, sometime after this event. Who knows? Like, it's really hard to read the minds of the small indie company known as Nexon. Small indie company known as Nexon. Ah, that gets me every time. Alright, so before I do anything, Divine Link. Throw on Vivace. Oh. Then we'll probably have to wait another year for an Erg event then. Like, it'd be really nice if they just started, like, implementing Erg as, like, a part of a master plan. Like, the fact that it's not, like, linked to master plan is kind of silly, if we're gonna be honest. Like, you would think it'd be, like, linked to master plan, but no. It's not. Yeah, like, I have not spent a single dime on this game. I can wait for pretty much anything. Like, I can... Yeah. Like, I can wait. Like, I work as a substitute teacher. I am pretty much required to have the patience of a saint just because of how much nonsense I end up dealing with. That being said, I am, like, working towards finding something outside of education because it just straight up doesn't pay the bills. Alright, there we go. Level 103. Oh, and I'm just reminded that I'm not gonna look forward to leveling for a while because, leveling without all the boosts and stuff is gonna be so annoying to get used to again. Like, this master plan kind of spoiled us with how, quickly we could level up in such a short amount of time. Alright. Down the hallway. Gold, 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 gold. Potion, potion. Yeah, there's always Winter Master Plan. Which makes me wonder what sort of shenanigans they're gonna pull this year in regards to, like, Winter Master Plan. Because the previous Winter Master Plan, they dropped astrology. So I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped something new in the next Master Plan. But I also feel like the last winter one was a bit more restrictive, so we'll see what happens. Like, anything could happen. Alright, come on, get over here, you silly corgi. Alright, I'm gonna have to re-up my soul link. But, this current master plan... I mean, this master plan that just ended was incredibly generous. Almost ridiculously so. So, I'm wondering what sort of... I mean, that would make the most sense, though. Dropping 2 new Arcanas for a master plan would make a lot of sense. Because they would obviously want people to use them. I, of course, want the Arcanas so I can, get more stat bonuses. Because, stat bonuses are king. Because, as it stands, I do get, like, a bunch of, like... I am still missing a bunch of stats from all sorts of, like, really silly things, like rest not being fully leveled and campfire. Like, there's a couple of things where I'm just like, I will probably end up having to dump a bunch of skill seals into things just to get them trained. Not to mention there's still, like, Stardust that I need to start working on. Like, I think my plan for Stardust is I will just start accumulating all of the, materials and gold and then wait till there is an event where I can get bonus chance on, like, leveling things. Because Stardust is stupid expensive. And it's not something you can just, money your way through. Yeah, they're also changing how stats work at some point, which... We'll see what happens with that, because I'm not sure how that works. If anything, it'll probably just end up nerfing me. So I'll have to figure out how to work around that. Like, when you say stat changes, the first thing that comes to mind is, like, nerf. Nerf. Always nerf. Nexon is a small and cruel indie company. Yeah, not a fan of these Arguses. Like, for these Arguses, I kind of have to use Shadow Flare, and the cooldown on Shadow Flare is killer. Oh, they're separating combat stats from life stats? Interesting. That is a... That is, I would call it a choice, but not a good choice. It's just a normie. How dare they give me a normie leprechaun? How dare they? I demand a dapper or better. Oh well. Rundle Dungeon Boss Trial, Broken Ring Frame, Turban Shell Boots. Like, at this point, you could tell me that, it is just, like, a stat reduction of cutting things in half, and I'd be inclined to believe you. Alright, we got 3 more dungeon runs. But I also know that, like, the only people who really will figure these things out are the Korean players, and we basically figure out what the changes are from reading their, like, online posts. And that, unfortunately, requires people to be able to read Korean and translate Korean. Which, there's not a lot of people who do that. Like, I will probably end up asking, like, the big Mabby streamers, like, how changing stats like that would actually work. Because when it comes to game mechanics in this game, I'm actually pretty terrible at them. Like, I am okay at this game at best. Time to hire a Korean? With what money? I'm poor. I've been out of work for a month and I go back to work either tomorrow or definitely on Friday. Yeah, hold up a moment. I actually gotta go talk to my mom real quick. My dad needs me to get in contact with her. Yeah, yeah, had to like go walk into my mom's room, my mom and dad's room, because my mom doesn't read her texts, and I'm like the only person in this family who's like realized that if you want to get in contact with anyone in this family, you have to call them. Like my dad and I are the only ones who read texts, and I'm the only one who's figured out that I am the only one who actually reads texts. So, yeah. So it leads to situations like this where my dad will text me and he's just like, "Hey, go talk to your mom real quick and see what we're doing for dinner." Like, I know it's silly, but it's just kind of how it is. Like, it's silly, but that is my life sometimes. Like, I am the only one who actually reads. Believe it or not, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can in fact read. Alright, well, that's a dead end. Yeah, I could have skipped fighting these guys, but I do kind of want the EXP. It all balances out. And I am, like, super low on Dorsha, because I have not been regenning it when I should. Like, problem with Dorsha is, like, what they really need to do is they need to make the, like, Dorsha gauge store more. Because 15 is just not enough. Like, that is my biggest gripe. Like, okay, so here's the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it has indeed gotten ridiculously complicated to an extent. The deck I am currently using in Yu-Gi-Oh! And you'll get to see me use it at some point during the next week. Because I was supposed to stream Yu-Gi-Oh! This morning, but I spent most of my morning cleaning off my PC. Because one of my computer apps got compromised. And that led to me having to do a deep clean of my drives. And doing a rollback, which was about an 8-hour mess of just, like, figuring out what had to be done. But this complicated deck is called Malice, which is based off of Alice in Wonderland. It is probably the, like, longest combo deck out there. And there's only, like, one deck that is probably even more insane, but that deck has been so heavily nerfed by ban lists that half of its capabilities are gone. Yeah, oof indeed. It was a big oof. But Malice is like a full 30 set combo that can play through like a lot of things. The downside of playing Malice, though, is there's a card called Artifact Lancia. And Artifact Lancia is pretty much being run in every single deck. Because the way it's working is Malice is a deck that relies super heavily on banishing its own cards. And Artifact Lancia pretty much goes like, no one can banish cards. And it's actually probably one of the, like, silliest but most effective counters to the deck. So everybody's running, like, 3 copies of it. Just to counter one set of cards. Either that, or they're running the lesser used counterpart called Chaos Hunter. But Chaos Hunter has its own problems, where you have to discard a card to actually use it. Like, it has its own downsides. But, I'm probably not gonna go for level 20 of the ongoing event for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, just because I don't have time. Like, ideally speaking, yeah, it is complicated, but as somebody who really enjoys Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's not complicated for me. But that's because I also have, like, an entire spreadsheet dedicated to, like, learning how to play this set of cards. That I still need to update. Because they released new cards for it. And I'll probably end up doing that on, Friday while I'm at work. Alright, why is this pirate not dying? But, basically, this current Duelist Cup in Master Duel just has come around at a bad time. I have so much going on this next week, and I need to pretty much work every day this next week. And when I'm not working, I will be, like, doing things that are really productive work. So, I really don't have a lot of time to, like, commit to the Master Duel grind like I had planned on. Because, life gets in the way. And I am just short on my casting time. But it's fine. Like, there are more important things than playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's also the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also, like, a very hard community to stream in. Like, the big issue with, like, streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Priority? I wish I could prioritize Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I just don't have enough time, professional AFKer. Like, it's a sacrifice that has to be made. And ban the bot. Like, yeah, I decided to wait to the last minute to run Dungeons for Leps crit. Yeah, big sad. You are fully within your right to pull up in the Captain America suit and judge me. Judging is perfectly reasonable at this point. Alright. Yeah, the new Duelist Cup is brutal. And, okay, so here's my thing with the Duelist Cup. My plan for the Duelist Cup crit is I am just going to use the Duelist Cup as an excuse to play every single one of my different decks and not care about the rank. That is my plan for the Duelist Cup. Yeah, like, I say just do it for the gyms at this point. As somebody who built the full Malice deck, Crit, I do not want to, I just straight up don't want to do the climb at this point. Yeah, I built the Ryziel deck as well. But, right now, Ryziel is still not at full power. So, here's my gripe with Ryziel, Crit. Ryziel in the TCG and OCG was perfectly capable of rivaling Malice from the get-go. In Master Duel, they made the oh-so-brilliant decision to release Ryziel later than Malice, and not release Ryziel at full power. Which basically means, Ryziel is not at its full power, and we're basically having to play the waiting game to get all of the good stuff Ryziel needs. Yeah, I need to actually step out for a moment here. Because I need to go check on my mother here, because I need to make sure she's taking her meds. Because she has to take her meds like an hour before we eat dinner. So I will be right back. Alright. My mother went and actually already had her meds set up, so... Alright. Yeah, I still got 2 more of the dungeon passes that need to be burned through. Alright. Have a good one, Cher. But, since I have, like, all the stuff I really need for Ryziel and Malice, I do not see myself, rolling for, like, any new cards for a while. And as much as I would like the alt art for Makaba, because I am a big fan of, Alistair the Invoker, because I've been playing Invoked for a while. Code Talkers are awesome. Yusaku is a goated protagonist, and I I was a great opponent for Yusaku. Big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Rains. Sad that it ended the way it did. Like, I will say the Ignister cards are probably the best Cybers. Yeah, MathMech uses Code Talkers, so very reasonable to use those. Like, I will say the Ignister cards are probably the best Cybers support cards, and will be for a long time going forward. Sadly, sadly, I am waiting to see how, like, the ban list will affect them. Because I'm just like, I don't think they want to hit Malice at all on the Master Duel ban list. And when they do, it will just be, like, super minor hits. Yeah, MathMechs are somehow able to stay alive no matter the meta. Like, no matter the meta, MathMech is eternal. The sun rises and the sun sets, but MathMechs are eternal. Oh, I forgot to, manage my Dorcha. Of course, I am waiting on, like, support for my favorite deck, Mekanko. I'm waiting for them to add those cards to Master Duel. Because, the Mekanko cards are my favorite set of cards. Yeah, don't forget Hex Shroud. Yeah, Hex Shroud is very useful. But, like, I'm at a point where I'm fairly certain they will add, like, the support cards for my favorite archetypes at, like, the worst possible time. Like, with this most recent pack on the, Code Talk, on the Ignister cards, at Ignisters and Gym Knights, they added in, like, a whole bunch of, like, invoked support cards, and I'm just like, oh, they added these at, like, the worst possible time. I want to play him so badly, but... oh. But I will say I'm not exactly, like, interested in some of the, like, cards post Ryzeal and Malice. I know they're, like, great and all, but... like, I'm not really a fan of the, K9 cards. And I'm not really a fan of the, what was the other set of cards that I wasn't really a fan of? Like, I largely see, like, a lot of the, like, newer cards just being, like, better off being mixed with, like, older stuff. Which feels kind of weird. And I need to re-up my soul link. I'm being dumb and not watching that timer. Like, not watching that timer is a big problem. Alright. 3 keys in a row, and we're almost to the second floor here. Oh, I forgot to turn on Mana Shield. Oh god, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm entering the section of the map that needs Mana Shield, and I'm being dumb. And I just walked past a chest. I swear, the longer stream goes on, the less brain power I have. And the camera got me. The camera got me, I've been blinded. It's always that dastardly camera. Alright. Key time. Key time. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Chest? There's chest. Okay. Alright. No chest. No chest. Chest. Yeah, I should be using the vase, but I keep forgetting to throw it on. Yeah, let me do that while I'm in the middle of the fight. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Really do need to, like, work on making better choices in this game. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Around the corner. There we go. We can ignore those guys. No point in fighting who I don't have to fight at this point. I am realizing that I am getting pretty close on time to having to go make dinner. Which I should have just enough time to finish up this next dungeon run. how dare they hit my dog? Yeah, problem with this section is, like, these guys all have a bunch of built-in magic protection, which is part of the reason why Albi is so much easier. Alright, gotta re-up the soul link. But we have made, like, 2 million gold this stream, so I consider this stream to be a success. I'd like to make at least 1 million gold per stream. Easy life goals. Around the corner we go. Level 130. Alright, what is it gonna be? It is a silver shine one. Alright, give me my erg material. It's all erg material. Always has been. Alright, let's see. What do we get from the inn chest? Enchant scroll fickle, smoldering thread, flame, refined catalyst. Alright, I got enough time for one more dungeon run. And unfortunately, that's gonna be it. These tech passes are gonna expire, though. I just straight up don't have enough time to run that many dungeon runs. I mean tech runs in like 2 hours. But it's fine. So, we are going to try and speed through this so I can go start working on dinner. I know this is a lot shorter of a stream than I intended, but having to remove malware off your PC instead of streaming is definitely not how I intended to spend my day either. Alright, let's see what's in the dungeon chest. Just gold. Nope, that is the wrong way. We need to go this way. Yes, this is the way to go. Bees indeed, Mo. Bees indeed. Bees! Alright, we have to go into this room, because there's going to be a key we need in here. And I am about to run out of Soul Link on Queen's War Corgi. Alright, re-up Divine Link. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, one of these is the one we actually need. There we go. Alright, go to the left. Pure white dust. Ooh, that's the good stuff. Ooh, that's some good pure white dust right there. Perfect opportunity to make that kind of joke. Choo-choo. All right. Level 132. Nice. Make sure to grab that so we don't miss out on it later. Oh, we got the key we need. Now, if I could just not be stun locked, I can speed through this. Alright. More gold. And I'm going to have to re-up the Soul Link. I really don't want the Soul Link running out in the middle of me, like, actually fighting something. We've done that before. It's not pleasant. Like, I am halfway convinced these red skeletons are just, like, magic-proof. Or they just have, like, so much built-in magic resist that not even seething mana helps all that much. But I know without seething mana, it's actually significantly worse. Yeah, and unfortunately, they can somehow catch up to you because this is such a small and tiny enclosed space. There we go. Alright, we could go to the right and continue on, or we could... Okay, let's see here. Oop. Gold? We need more gold. Like, I have 60 mil gold in the bank, and we need more. You can never have enough. The eternal woe of the Mabby player. Just when they think they have enough gold, they don't. It is just scientific fact. And these red skeletons are really kind of annoying me. And I ran out of door chip. Oh, no. I hate it when this happens. There we go. Alright. So, restore our Dorcha, and then go fight the boss. Alright, let's see. What is our last leprechaun? It is another silver one. Oh well. Free erg material. I will take it. And I'm just gonna have to let the, like, Beltane and Tech passes expire, because they expire in 2 hours, and there's no way I'm gonna get through those when I have to go make dinner. Oh well, I at least got through all the Shadow Mission passes and Dungeon passes. Like, I still have my Tech runs for this week to do anyways, so I wouldn't have been able to use those Tech passes anyways. Nothing good, but it is what it is. Like, don't expect good runs from Mabby, good drops from Mabby, just expect something. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit up the, like, what is it? The Arcana Association room? Because, I do need to, at least start dumping things into various Arcana. Alright, there we go. Continue dumping things into Elemental Night. So, that's that. Alright, so, let's see here. There's not really much else I can do, and I'm gonna have to go... here soon. So, let's see here. Who can we raid? Like, that is a good question. Who among the people am I, capable of raiding right now? Like, that's the thing, is, like, no one else is streaming Mabby right now, because I'm kind of... Yep. I honestly don't know who to raid, because, thing about Mabby right now is I'm looking at the Mabby category, and there's only 2 other people streaming right now. And one is, like, watching a, podcast. And the other is not doing anything at the moment. So I'm just like, I don't know whether I should raid or not. Because, ideally speaking, if I have people with me here, I'd like to raid out to get other people doing things. Oh, nope, I have accidentally cut off my display there. And the other person looks like they're, like, not doing anything at all. So, normally I'd raid out since I have people here in stream. But I don't have anyone I know that's streaming or any streamer that I'm willing to raid into. So, thank you for watching, everybody, but Indiana Smash needs to go. It's been fun. I got through what passes I could, but I gotta go. Thank you for watching and enjoying my suffering. I will probably be back later in the week. Probably joining other people on their tech runs. If they participate in whatever that event is tomorrow. So, have a good night, everybody. I'll probably see people in other people's streams, but it's time for me to go.